Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths, building a complete ship start to finish. And we're adjusting the plan a little bit. So we were on the whole defensive side of things, building active defenses bit by bit last time. I believe we did missile interceptors, and we would be moving on to other defensive options, except you've probably noticed the plasma update has landed. So we're just going to add a plasma cannon onto this thing just for giggles. Now, I am definitely not an expert on plasma weapons right now. I'm not sure anyone is, apart from the people, well, apart from the devs, and apart from the people who are like testing it out in the closed branch of the game. But the fundamentals are pretty straightforward. So we're just going to swap out two of our little side particle cannons for a plasma cannon, which is roughly the same size. So we're actually going to build it off the template of one of these guys, and we're going to build it above deck so we can see what we are doing. So we're just going to go here, we're going to place this down, and part of the reason for that is because this is going to double as CWIS, because you can do that with plasma. It's not especially efficient at it, but you can do it. It works just fine. Alright, so let's do that, and we're just going to do something like this. And plasma bits are expensive, so we're going to just armor them up a little bit like so. Alright, and over here we are going to... what are we going to do? We're going to do something like this. We're going to start with our AA mantlet, which will be right here. We're going to have 1, 2 accelerators. We're going to put that back right where it's supposed to be. And we're going to have a heatsink or two. You don't have to build it in this order, by the way. And just for giggles, we're going to have this thing be a destabilized plasma gun. Actually, how long do I want to make this barrel? I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. We're going to have a little stubby thing. And so, the plasma menu is where all the magic happens, but before we get to that, we're going to have a connector here, and we're going to have, well, no, connector, then collector, and we're going to have something along the lines like, how are we going to do this? Right. So let's do that, just for giggles. Nope. Tetris is awkward sometimes. Alright, so we're going to have just a bunch of chambers running down there. This is not the most masterful plasma Tetris you will ever see. The Tetris is pretty straightforward because so long as the numbers that end up going up to the actual mantlet is fine, then so should this be fine. So let's do that. Plasma is very expensive. How expensive is this? This is already like 15,000 materials. And we've got, what do we got? We got, let's see there, we've got the destabilizer, we've got Soch per charge, 1.7 seconds times 2 is about, what is that, 3.4 shots per second. So what is 60 seconds times 3, whoops, 3.4 equals 204. So 204, how fast is that? We're just going to leave that as is, because that should be fine. And let's check that to see. We got, let's see, what's our heat generation and base cooling is that, which means we need a little bit more cooling, which means that let's do that. So let's, if we do here, energy used for cooling, we're just going to up this up a smidge. Won't make that much difference, probably. There's a little bit of math with plasma guns, and 3,338 energy per second. And let's just compare that to the particle cannon here, because we might have to tear things out. Let's see here, energy. How much energy does this use per second? It says that somewhere. Stats. Okay. Nope. Where's it? Power use. It actually uses less energy than that thing over there. So that should be a-okay. So let's just figure out firstly what kind of... what do we want on here? We're going to have to add some more GPPP to one of the AIs if we're going to swap that out. And yeah, let's just hop over here and test out our plasma gun. Let's see if it does what we want it to do. Which end of the ship did we put it on? Also, fun fact, plasma cannons are heavy, so yeah. I also probably need to, while I'm here, firstly, let's just do this. So that's doing just fine. And let's see, 204. That's not the best setup, but it's okay. So the AP of this, by the way, the armor penetration, once we're using a destabilizer, is dropped down to 20 from 100. So this is definitely a secondary weapon of some kind. Is the plasma barrel rotating along with the... I think it is. Anyway, let's actually swap this out. Let's see, what change does that make? We'll have to halve the fire rate, and we might change that. Let's go stabilizer, and that would make, what is 60 divided by 1.7? 60 divided by 1.7 equals 35. Really? About 35... Wait a minute. Let's do that again. So... charge generations, 1.7 seconds. Oh, jeez. Screw it. We'll just roll with this for now. We'll roll with this and see how we do. So, let's take this placeholder, do something like that. That, and where should we put it? Let's just drop that. Let's drop that on where the front one is. Just gonna replace one of the portable cannons. Like so. And that should fit nicely. And I'm just going to do this, and also going to do, hang on, almost forgot, so what do we got here? All-in-one local weapon controller. We need to set this down much lower, and we need to also, main rule set, ignore side, where's it, ignore inside distance. Alright, I'm just going to get rid of some of these. Wait time for projectile, we don't care. We will ignore outside altitude. Yeah, because we don't want this thing shooting below the waterline. That's silly. I'm just going to replace that. And I hope I put that on the right spot. Appear to have done that just fine. And we're over here. And we're just going to go over here. Let's set this up. And 0. And I'm going to set this up on a jaunty angle. Let's see here. Set that to 25, because why not? And we're just going to spawn things on either side and see if it does what we want it to. We're just going to flip, and also... I mean, we don't need to do that, but we're going to. There we go. And just like that, we have some little plasma weapons, just so we can say that this ship has everything. Now, let's see. Alright, firstly, we need to put some general purpose processing power back where it's supposed to be. So let's go find it. We need to redo the engines of this thing since I've learned better since then. Also, yeah, AI looks different. Alright, so what's this? This looks like... Right, so this needs more general purpose processing power. Needs actually quite a bit more general purpose processing power. And thankfully, we can do that just fine. That just fine. Look at this. I know how to Tetris with AI. Perfect. Okay, good. Right, so let's do that. Also, I should... What do I want to set this to? I want to set this to... I'm going to set these things to 3. Weapon group 3, because like the lasers, they need to... shoot above water because plasma is terrible at shooting below water. How expensive is this now? It's kind of expensive. It's reasonably pricey, yes. Oh goodness, I'm looking at those engines and thinking like, wow. Wait, what was I doing again? Okay, good. Good. Let's just test this. All systems firing. We're going to check. What are we going to check? Let's chuck a Tortuga on either side, because that's fun. Tortuga over there. And a Tortuga over there. And I need to do an actual plasma tutorial once I'm happy with it. So, how is our battery production going? Appears to be a-okay for now. Let's see. So you can see the plasma is doing some stuff there. It appears to be shooting just at this fellow over here. Plasma shots are slightly hard to see. Though I have to say, the other weapon systems are kind of stealing the show a bit. Alright, we appear to be keeping up with it in terms of battery. We are going to swap out stuff later, of course. But for now, yeah, it looks like we've got little functional extra plasma guns, just for giggles. Alright, let's turn all that off. And let's turn off everything except the Seawiz, which includes the little plasma guns, and let's just spawn in a bunch of dusters. Alright, so we got pew pew pew, lots of pew pew. Why are you not happy? Never mind, it's perfectly happy. Jolly good. It's going pew pew. Yay! Screenshot. Hehehe. Alrighty, that was pretty straightforward. So one of the brilliant things about plasma is that it's pretty straightforward. There's really only, I guess, 6 types. As determined by what emitter you strap onto the thing. Why are you not always firing? Oh, it's a failsafe. Gotcha. That's probably a good idea. I probably shouldn't. You probably don't want a plasma gun shooting yourself. Whee! It's actually the plasma gun's doing most of the damage here, which is fun. Okay, cool. So, just a quick note on the plasma weapons. You've got a choice of whether you go with the stabilizer, which makes it better at range, the splitter, which splits up the What the hell am I talking about? Alright, so basically it allows you to fire a bunch of shots all at once. This scales up very well with size. If you build a giant Doom plasma gun, this is probably what you want to go with. And then you have the destabilizer, which we're using, which basically converts it into something that's ideal for Seawers without overkill. So this technically does more damage than the other ones, but because it has considerably less armor piercing, you don't want to use it. And then you got to choose whether to do a burst, like a single big shot, or just a burst of little shots and then a long recharge, or a sustained fire. So basically 6 varieties of a plasma gun. It's pretty straightforward, really. So that'll do. That was quick and simple. Let's just save it like so. And we can safely say that this thing has all weapon types on it once again. Jolly, jolly good. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. Thank you to all my current supporters, and I will see you next time in building a complete ship, start to finish. We'll getting back to defensive stuff next time. This was a bit of an intermission. Farewell.